Alright. Today, we're gonna go for some Watch Dogs Legion. This game I haven't played in actual months, so there might have been a few updates since then. I don't think any actual changes to the game, although they did add multiplayer, I think. So anyway, I just kind of want to continue with my old save file with this game. So it's entirely possible there may be some spoilers that pop up. I don't think... Hello, Bandu. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I don't know if there will be any spoilers if you haven't played the game already, so keep that in mind. But yeah, let's jump in. It's gonna take a little while to load. That seems to be the case, at least the first time I boot up this game after a while. So, yeah, if you aren't familiar with this game, basically it's we're in London. It's like semi-futuristic, technology is advanced. A lot of the city is actually under is connected through the same software. It's called CTOS, and yeah, basically you just play as a hacker that can hack into that. There's a whole lot of how should I put that? The city's under lockdown. Yeah, Orwell's wet dream. Yeah, so the city's under lockdown after a supposed terrorist attack. It was during some expo. Here we are.
Are you ready for a new operation?
Just lost a tail, so might as well.
Do you require support?
Oi, don't insult me.
Are we British? So, yeah, this is the character I was playing as last. They all kind of have their own lives and do their own thing. And, oh wait, not there. Here. You can see my team. If it'll load in. Alright, so yeah, I've got a few operatives. These are all the characters that I've just kind of recruited as the game went on. This was the character that I started out with, and each of them kind of has their own set of skills, various abilities. So this guy, for instance, would be really good to have in a fight, because yeah, he can call in friends to help out, and he can stagger enemies with his attacks, but he's not necessarily going to be the best use for stealth. Whereas this guy, he's got a silenced weapon and a light step ability that means he's harder to detect, so he would be a lot better for stealth missions. I usually like to switch around who I'm playing as, just kind of give them all their own run out. We got a football hooligan, and these two down here are just people that I've come across out in the wild, and just felt like recruiting them. This guy, Nick Otrowski, or Otrovsky, not sure how to pronounce that. He was kind of in the same group as these guys who were from like a fight club way at the start of the game, and after each like event in the fight club, you're allowed to recruit anyone you want to and add them as potential people you could add to your team. People aren't necessarily gonna say yes right off the bat. You might have to do something for them, like they have a kidnapped boyfriend that needs rescuing or something like that. These people with timers on them, I played with them and they got, well, not killed, because I'm actually not playing with permadeath on, although that is an option. But they all got arrested because they got overwhelmed, lost a encounter with some bad guys, and so I'll have to wait a little bit before I can use them again. So yeah, this is the guy that I'm playing as currently, Jefferson Rutherford. He's a hacker and got banned from casinos after he hacked a slot machine. So I'm not sure what that viral hacking thing is. Hacks propagate, but it's a thing. It's probably good. He can electrify enemies with a shock hack. He can steal keys by hacking into people from as far away as you want to. Usually you have to be within a certain radius before you can hack people. And anytime he hacks someone, he steals ETO. ETO is just like the cryptocurrency that everyone uses. Seems no one wants to use the pound anymore these days, so everyone uses crypto because we're futuristic. Let's see, we've got our map. Here's our map of London. It's not all of like what might be London in the real world, but it's the majority of Metro London at the very least. Metropolitan area. So we got a few things we could go around and collect. I'm not sure if I want to hop onto any main quests. I might if I don't really have anything to do later on, but for now I kind of want to hit up all these districts that I have yet to liberate, because fun thing that seems to happen in a lot of Ubisoft games is they'll have, like, in the map various districts or sectors, or if you played Valhalla, shires, like kingdoms. So they'll each area will have its own set of objectives that you have to do, and you can liberate them from, like, get the citizens to rise up against their authoritarian overlords. What are they called again? I was thinking it might tell me over here. Yeah, we've got the Kellys. The Kellys are a mafia that follows under Mary Kelly, and she's like the mafia boss, and they're basically untouchable, because that's the thing with the mafia a lot of times is with these white collar criminals, they'll be in plain sight and you can't actually do anything with them. We've got espionage. That's a mission I have. So yeah, I can't remember what the name of, like, the police forces in this game, but it's a privatized police force. It's not actually like the bobbies of London and whatnot. What's this? Oh, that's one of my main missions. Here's a few people that I could recruit. The game just kind of flags them to me. And yeah, you don't actually have to have a set objective if you want to play this game. There's a lot of just have your own fun. It's really just a sandbox game, you know? You can hack people. So over here we've got Sarah Adamski. She's a landlord. She's heading to Toan, the attack site. So that's the terrorist attack that happened at the beginning of the game, to take some photos. And if I were to recruit her, I could have her special vehicle. But she doesn't really like DedSec. DedSec, by the way, is the name of the hacker organization that I'm actually a part of. These guys, we're all DedSec. We hack into the mainframe and hide in plain sight and do cool hacker things to get people to rise up against their oppressors. Drones are a huge thing. So as you can see here, we've got a CTOS drone. I can actually hijack that. This is just like a news drone. It doesn't actually do anything other than let you scout around. Might help you get to like a better angle if there's a thing you need to hack into, but you can't quite get an eye on it. So if, for instance, there was like something up here that I wanted to hack into, I could easily just hack into one of these drones and get up there. Any person you see on the street, you can just go up and talk to them and try to recruit them to DedSec. And yeah, that's about it. In previous games, in like Watch Dogs 2 and stuff, you used to really care about having your own personal vehicle, unless you actually don't care about breaking the law, in which case just steal any vehicle you see on the streets. But you can, and yeah, I pretty much do that in this game. I'll just steal any vehicle I see on the street if I like it. And sometimes, let me see if I can find a vehicle over here on the street. Right here. You see, this one has a little A in it, which means it's an automated vehicle, not actually being driven by anyone, and I can just hop in and take it. Perfectly legal. Hey, back here, stop. Yeah, it's my car now. Hang on, wait, music. I'll just turn the music off. I don't know if I'll get any copyright strikes, if that's a thing for small streamers, but it probably is, and I want to avoid it. So, yeah, we can just drive anywhere we want. And, one thing I actually fancy is you can just press A.
Auto drive now enabled.
And the car will just drive on its own. Any vehicle, it doesn't have to be just these auto taxi vehicle things. Any vehicle, as long as it's not a motorcycle, you can just follow along the road. It'll drive all on its own, and I enjoy it. Hey Kaede, thank you so much for coming watch my stream. I love you so much. Yeah, it's great to have you here. Yeah, it's a very pretty game. I've got the graphics turned down a little bit just so my PC can handle it, but for the most part, it's... Yeah, so over here you can see there's a... Albion, that's the name of the police force. So, yeah, I'm just gonna screw him over. So Albion is the name of the... They are the name of the privatized police force that's kind of ruling over all of London. They use the terrorist attack at the expo to their advantage, so they can basically be our evil overlords and watch every single thing we do. So, yeah, they're not the good guys, and every once in a while you'll see them do random security checks on passerbys, and you can, if... Let me see if I can't find another Albion security person. They're usually around, like, street corners and stuff. Let's see. Albion, this'll... I think there should be someone over there, but maybe not. Well, try it out when I find one. But basically, if they're doing a random security check on someone, actually, here we go.
Auto drive.
So, over here, yeah, you can see, there's a few things I can do when I'm hacked into them. I can distract them, which is basically I'll send them a text message or a phone call, and they'll like be compelled to answer it, so they'll like look away for a minute if I need to run past in a secure area. Or with this particular character, and maybe a few upgrades you can add to your team, you can actually shock them to temporarily stun them. It's not gonna kill them or anything, but let's just test it out right now. Yeah, so he got shocked, he's stunned, not very happy. That alerted this other guy over here too. And actually you can hear an alarm going off because I really upset them. But they're not going to be able to find me, hopefully, because I'm way too good at hiding in this game. You can control cars, like make them go forwards and backwards. I'm going to see if I can't hack this truck to run this guy over. Ah, damn, he got out of the way. Alright, and they will lock down things that are being hacked, so you can't use them for temporary amount of time, but it's not the end of the world. What was that? Something just exploded. Was that the car that I just drew?
Jesus, is that what you're normally up against?
No, it wasn't the car. Let's hop over this fence, see what's over here. Yeah, I mean, this is just a fun game to sandbox with, really. You don't have to do any of the missions. That's part of the reason why this game's been out for so long, and I have yet to complete the game. It's not as fun to sandbox in as, say, Watch Dogs 2 was, because one of my favorite things to do in that game, let's hack some money here real quick. My favorite thing to do in that game was, I would, one of the upgrades you could get would be to, on any individual you could see on the street and hack into, you could call the police on them, and the police would show up, try to arrest them. They might actually let themselves be arrested, or they'll try to run away. But either way, it's yeah. And then another thing you could do is call a hit on them with another hack, and that would call like one of the street gangs to do a drive-by shooting on the person. And what was really fun, the game did have like a cooldown on you being able to use these things, so you couldn't really use them back to back. But if you could somehow get like the police to stay long enough, or the gang to stay long enough, you could actually have the gang show up to do a hit, and then after a little while call the police on the gang that just showed up, and you just have like a police versus gang war going off in the streets. Or it could be like gang versus gang. You could even call the cops on the cops. So yeah, like that's just what I would do when playing Watch Dogs 2, and I never actually finished the game because I just spent so many hours just doing that and sitting back and watching the chaos unfold. So yeah, this is the Anarchy sandbox game. Just if you want anarchy, you can do it. Over there's the Parliament near the center of London. Over here we got a sign, illegal acts will be persecuted, and right around here
Albion personnel are here to ensure everyone's safety.
is a pub. There's game. Well, fuck. Crap. I may have to restart some stuff. Hang on a second. I was afraid this might happen, but okay, let's bring it. Okay. Yep, the game does not like me. It's rebelling against me. Let me Alright, and now Watch Dogs, come on. Let's close that. Alright, well the game boots up again. Yeah, I find my PC isn't really a big fan of these big, heavy AAA Ubisoft games, which is why I turned down the settings, but maybe I might need to turn them down a little bit more. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Water while this loads up. Alright. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not that this PC is bad or anything, because it is a pretty beefy PC. It doesn't have like a 3090 or anything like that, but it should be able to handle most games, at least at a decent rate, but, yeah, it's like you said, they're not really the best optimized games out there. I think this one is a 2080 on my PC. So, anyway. Should load up here any second. And we're almost there. Hey!
Watch where you're going.
You've been activated. Blink twice if you need backup.
G'day, mate. Alright, we're back in. As I was saying before everything crashed, this is a pub. There's many pubs dotted all around London, because it's London. You can, see the news playing. We've got a nice little place to sit down and have a drink. We got a bartender right here. I'll have a drink myself while I'm at it. There we go.
If you
And
think this is good for your morale, I'm not going to judge it out loud.
it crashed again. Come on. Come on. Alright, maybe I do need to turn down the settings a little bit. Ah. Now my PC doesn't want to do anything. Come on. There we go. It's